First of all, I'm like, thank you so much for another journey through very, very crazy moments. I love Knock at the Cabin. And I'm a huge fan of filmmakers like you because you are always bringing your very own version and vision to the big screen. So can you describe your journey, how it feels to have the first idea and then finally, like tonight, bringing it to a big audience?
You know, I'm getting more comfortable. I know it seems like it's taken a long time for me to get comfortable. 30 years of trying to get comfortable with what I do for a living and trying not to find, I guess the comfortable part is manifesting it as I'm not trying to find shortcuts anymore. I know this is just how hard it is and how vulnerable it is to do this. So don't try to get away from the pain and the feeling of you're terrible or failure as you're doing it, both in the writing and the storyboarding and the shooting and the editing and the showing it to audiences. That's where you're carving and learning and listening. You know, I think I've now come to think of it as these characters are coming alive and you have to listen to them. You don't jam them with, you know, like a relationship. You don't say, hey babe, I want you to be this way, so just be this way. You have to be like, who are you? And then come bouncing and be a version of yourself that works with that other person. The same way with the movies. And so I'm feeling proud that I've at least, you know how precious and delicate that is, and I'm stopping fighting that process, you know.
Why are you here?
I suppose I'm here to make friends with you. And your dad's too.
And for more than 20 years, you're the king, the mastermind, the genius for bringing mystery, thrill, confusion into a movie theater. So how do you find every single time a new way to confuse us all?
It's really endless opportunities because basically you pick a story that really engages you, that's very fraught with danger. But that's the first part. But the second part is, how do you tell the story? What's the angle into the story? Meaning, who do you come into the story with? And then you stay very dedicated to that point of view as that character or that point of view starts realizing things and learning things. And so in this movie, for example, we only do the family's point of view. So you don't know these 4 people that you see on this poster. They're mysterious to you. So are they lying? Are they crazy? Are they telling the truth? Are they special?
The 4 of us are here to prevent the apocalypse. Your family has been chosen to make a horrible decision. If you fail to choose, the world will end.
And talking about point of view, because the scale, we are just in the cabin, but there's a whole thing going on in the whole world. So what's the biggest attraction in creating a story like Knock at the Cabin, just in one cabin, but having the whole world just in our minds?
You know, I just find that more beautiful, more provocative. It stays more with me when I'm not showing you things. So like say it was a painting, this movie was a painting, right? And one of the characters, I'm gonna paint the painting and you see one of the characters and they're jammed to the edge of the frame of the painting and they're looking off and their expression is, you know, shocked or whatever. And then I would name the painting End of the World, right? And now you're seeing it like, what is that character looking at? You're just evoked and you're thinking, you're trying to read in. Maybe you see something in the skyline. You're reading into everything. It's such a beautiful way to have the audience finish the painting.
And you've visited Germany for so many times, and I love that we're not just having a campaign for Knock at the Cabin and trailers, you are coming and bringing your own work in person. So what do you like the most about promoting it in person in several countries like ours? You know,
I feel particularly, I think, different than others in the industry because first you know, being the kind of, in retrospect, the first non-white filmmaker that was speaking to everyone around the world, but in particular that I was an immigrant and that my parents were immigrants. So United States is one territory. Even though it's my home, it's one territory. My family's everywhere, all over the world, for real. And so when I come here to Germany, you know, this is just like the USA to me. This is another home for me. And Germany has always been so embracing of me, this particular culture. And for whatever reason, which is probably a deeper reason of philosophy and thought, I find the culture, I connect very much with the people here. And you know, when I landed here today, I felt very much at home. It doesn't feel like, oh, I'm visiting some foreign place. Feels very at ease here. Like I want to go walk on the street and you guys have always been so embracing. I don't know if it's the immigrant thing that each of the countries are seeing themselves in me, going to Hollywood and telling stories, or that I just kind of think of you guys when I'm thinking of a story, but I do, you know, and so when I come here, it means a lot to me. There isn't anything other than coming home when I come here.
And I'm sure we are about to embrace you tonight again. So see you later.
I will. I'll see you tonight.
Can't wait.
Take care.